You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. So, let me see if I can break down autumn fertilizer. It's the most important feeding of the entire year, no question. And it's the most misunderstood. Let me see if I can take a moment and just guide you right through this thing. First of all, why? So plants are starting to shut down. Their leaves are turning. They're going to start hibernating underground. And there's a process that plants go through while they're doing that. And one of them is they're storing up tremendous amounts of food in their root structure. That's why autumn planting is so good, so much stronger root growth because it's cool out. The soil's warm and the plants are starting to slow down and they're elongating these tremendous amounts of root growth. It sets a stage for twice as much growth next spring. You're going to get, especially evergreens, spruce, pine, fir, cedar, cypress, junipers. They're all going to prefer planting now, and then they wake up and you get a bigger plant next spring by doing that. But all plants are doing that. The other one is you can take advantage of certain minerals that help accentuate the beauty and the color. And so that blue color you see coming out on blue spruce and blue junipers and the silvery blue colors, that's basically the plants are picking up aluminum, and they're taking green foliage and they're coating it in this aluminum white bluish color, and it gives it this illusion. You can actually take your thumb and rub the needles on, let's say, a Colorado blue spruce, and you can wipe that blue right off. That's aluminum the plant is picking up and creating this luxurious, beautiful depth to the plants. We don't have a lot of aluminum in our soil, especially if you just graded off your lot and put a house down and all the topsoil's gone. You really don't have anything. So those plants will start to turn green more and more as the seasons go by. So for my blue plants, I'm actually adding in the fall some aluminum sulfate. That's the actual mineral. We've got it at the store. So it's aluminum sulfate. We're deep. This is like plant food 301 now. We're way up there. But you're bringing out specifically certain traits of plants in your landscape. The core, without doubt, you need to use a good granular organic fertilizer, all natural food that you sprinkle on top of the rock. And as we get rains and snows now through the end of the year, it slowly breaks down and the plant root zone just kind of gets fertilized over the next quite a few weeks. So many fertilizers you buy from the box stores, they're chemicals. They're made to release instantaneously. They work great in the summer, but in the fall, terribly ineffective. You're better off using organic. It's safer for you, safer for birds, safer for your dogs. It's just safer. It just makes sense. Use organic fertilizers instead of synthetics, especially since all of us in the mountains, all of us are drinking groundwater. We don't want this stuff going in the ground and we get to pick it up, 5 years from now. And especially if you're out there in the country on a well, you want to use organic fertilizers. So we make one here. It's called All-Purpose Plant Food. 744. It's bird guano and cottonseed meal and some other goodies in there. I've got an all organic fruit tree and vegetable food. It's granular. We've already done the science. We've just pelletized it. Now it's easy to spread. You sprinkle that out around the drip line underneath that outer branches of your trees and shrubs. And as those foods break down, it will pick that food up. And so it's a good long-term growth. This is extremely important for things that bloom in the spring. Fruit trees. This is the most important fertilizing of the entire year for anything that blooms. Fruit trees, lilacs, forsythia, I would say roses, I would say hollies, rhododendrons, azaleas, things that bloom in the spring. This is your opportunity to really bring them out. If you don't do that, you won't have as many. The flowers won't be as big. They won't have the same fragrance. There won't be as many of them. And some plants, like lilacs, they're famous for they just stop blooming unless you fertilize these things. There's not enough food in your natural soil that's going to help your plants. You need to supplement that. And so all-purpose plant food, aluminum sulfate for those things that are kind of bluish. I love the acidity. And then secondly, anything that is stressed out. So this summer was hot. And so we're seeing some damaged leaves. We're seeing some black spot. We're seeing fire blight. Any kind of stress on plants, it affects the root growth. So if a plant is stressed, or you've got a brand new landscape, you just went in this year, last couple of years, and you want them to be bigger, you need more roots. The way you encourage roots is by giving it humic, 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 or humic acid. It's also granular. You use this in addition to your regular plant food. The core is the 744 all-purpose plant food. You put that down on everything right now. The plants that are a little bluer, give it aluminum sulfate. Things that are stressed or brand new, you want more roots, give it humic at the same time. Anytime, and I would say do all of this before Halloween. I mean, there's some urgency to this. I mean, and your cue always every fall is when you see the fall color. When the aspens are turning, the maples are turning, you're just seeing, oh, there's fall in the air. That's your cue. Go ahead and fertilize everything in the yard. It's important. This is the time. Take advantage of the moisture that's still coming our way. Nature can really help you out in this respect. Water's October companion plants that grow well together are blaze maples, burning bush, Arizona creeper, glamour kale, and spicy mum.
Water's spicy mums are best sellers for super long bloom times and local garden tuck.
Spicy mums glow yellow with a halo of fiery orange around each daisy flower.
These big, bold perennials are perfectly shaped and add color in autumn when few flowers are in peak blooms.
You'll find bright fall flowers here at Waters Garden Center in Prescott. For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.